So we covered a little bit of positioning and a little bit of our stance. The next thing we're going to talk about is stepping to the ball. So everyone has heard that from every coach under the sun, is make sure we're stepping to the ball. But that doesn't necessarily mean we're stepping straight at the ball. I always coach that we want to make sure we're stepping to a 45. So what that means is a 45-degree angle on a protractor for all the math guys out there, is when we're stepping, and say this behind me is the frame of the cage, I'm squared up and the shot comes, say, from dead center. I'm not stepping at the camera here, but I'm going to step on an angle so that I'm able to attack the ball. So there's obviously situations where you're going to want to come up a little bit and come straight at the ball, but more often than not, stepping on a 45 is going to give us that ability to A, keep our chest squared up and get to the shooter and the ball the entire time. And on top of that, after we make that save, being able to push the ball up and out in transition. So one little drill that we can do with that is you set up 2 cones, which I have 2 balls right down here. And what we could do, stay squared up and step to the ball. Get set, step to the ball. Get set, step to the ball. And it's as simple as that. And that's something you can incorporate in your warm-up, or right before you're getting shot on by your buddies in the backyard, like we're going to be doing the next couple weeks. But that's a great little thing to get the feet moving and get our bodies going. So we touched on footwork, stance, and stepping to the ball. But one piece that we need to touch on is making sure how we step to low shots, which is such a high percentage shot for shooters because there's so much of the net and just our legs down there. So what we need to make sure that we do is everything is going to move in accordance with one another. So when we're squared up, all right, when we're balanced, we want to make sure that A, our hands, our feet, and our chest are all working together. All right, so when we're getting squared up and we snap and get down to the ball with that top hand, we want to make sure that we're inverting so that our stick is being as big as possible. We're not turning it, we're not reaching, we're getting the face of the stick squared up, and we're inverting with that top hand to get over it to control the rebound. So when it looks like in full speed, is we're getting all the way down and firing to the ball each time. And we can go both sides. So we can kind of do the same thing that we did with the 2 cones and step into the ball and getting our shots low working as well. But as you look, everything's moving together here. Our heads needs to stay up, our chest needs to stay square, and our hands need to fire.